Hey everybody, this is Dave Young again with the RPG Kit tutorial series. This is the second lesson, maybe that's a second video in the second lesson. In the first video of this lesson we imported, we explored the Shiva projects and imported one that we'd be using for a base character controller. So now it is actually inside the project folder that we created. What we're going to do is just open it up and explore a little bit to see here. First, we can note that there's no user main camera specified, which is nice. That means it's either part of the scene already or added as an object. And this AI looks very particular to actually creating and dealing with the user input. I can see that on init here, there's always a built-in handler that's used to run when the AI first opens up. Yes, and this just brings up a HUD, so we can check and make sure that's usually in the resources section when something is created like this. And the other AI that we see here, Input Core 2, we'll take a look at this on init and see what this one does. Okay, this one actually loads up a scene, specifies an avatar, object, which we see here in the AI. It adds a camera, which is good, okay, and it sets a viewport rotation so that it works well on the iPhone or what have you. Okay, so that sort of makes sense, and this takes the events from the user input and sends them over to the iPhone joypad emulation AI. Why they do this, this is created by Stone Trip. Why they do this is so that obviously we can use on our computer, our PC or whatever, and move the mouse around and have all the events treated as touch events. This makes it nice because we can probably just look in this AI to see how all the user input is actually handled. And this is what this has got all the code in it. We can explore that later. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second here. Okay, so far as I can tell, this is only just going to be adding one new object, or resource rather, which is called camera. There's no additional models specified here, so we're going to go ahead and close this down. We'll close the game, open up ours, and bring in these resources. So we'll go ahead and bring in Import Core 2. We'll let this handle all of our input, which is fine. We'll bring in Input iPhone Joypad Emulation 2. When this AI runs, it's still going to want to create a scene called iPhone Scene 2. So we can go ahead and find that scene and pop it in there. We already have our scene into, and so we'll figure out how to use that in a minute. This code also looks for a resource named camera, so we're going to have to make sure that the AI model called camera is also in the resources section here. This is one of the cool things about Shiva, is that you drag and drop all the resources that you may need into your project folder. So in your library over here could be hundreds and hundreds of different objects and models and AI models, but this is particular to a game in the game editor, so you're not packaging assets that you don't necessarily use. Now we'll just give this a quick spin to see what it looks like. I habitually clear out my log, and we'll load this up. It gives us an error that says resource is not referenced in the application, and that's probably the HUD. Yep, the HUD is not added in, so we'll go ahead and pop that in too. And it finally works, and I can run around just like in the other one. Cool. So now we'll take a look and see how to actually modify it for ours. This says the scene is iPhone Scene 2. So we'll load it up and see what they did in this scene to get things to work. I'm going to zoom in with my camera a little bit, and I'm going to press 6 on my numpad so I can see how things look. And I also want to take a look at tags. I see. So they here have a tag named avatar and a tag named body. They've just named these objects, and we can look at the attributes editor to see here what's going on here. So this is shape. He has an AI controller named AI avatar, and he has an animation controller as well. And this here body is just a dummy object, but it has a physics body attached to it. So next video we'll take a look and see how these things are tied together.